Good morning, Fed Phoenix fan. So, I want to tell y'all a little prison story. One of my favorites that personally relate to me while I was incarcerated. Because it just goes to show you. You know, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and I tend to get in the fast lane. So, anyhow, so when I was at Alderson, when I was at the prison, you had to walk 0.9 miles to get to the lower compound, round trip. So for chow hall, for commissary, for laundry, video visits, all of that required nearly a mile walk. And it was downhill to get down there, obviously, and not so much of a horrible incline. It was just a long paved path. And then uphill was very quick, and it was a very steep incline. And of course, the upper compound was our housing units, medical, and the rec and rec building, and the chapel and the library and stuff. So anyway, so one day I'm walking up, we called it Hallelujah Hill, the steep incline to get up the hill, right? So, and a lot of people got hurt on this. A lot of people like myself have mobility issues, and we're not given a van pass, which was, you know, for those who pretty much were in wheelchairs or over 70 something years old with obvious mobility issues, or people that were 400 pounds plus or whatever. Or if you had like a broken leg that was documented, and they were usually temporary. So a lot of people who really needed them didn't get them. And a lot of times you have to go to the lower compound no matter what your mobility is, because there are things down there you have to have access to, and you just get through the best you can. And sometimes that's with the assistance of other inmates, unfortunately. So anyway, with that in mind, one day I'm walking up Hallelujah Hill, and there's this girl, and I recognize her because she's in my unit, you know, and she don't really talk to nobody, stays to herself, you know, doesn't seem, you know, not mean or anything, just, you know, private, quiet kind of person. And I notice she's like limping / dragging her one leg as she's getting up this hill, and it occurs to me, oh my God, she probably, like a lot of people, took a fall, you know, at the base of the hill, or, you know, coming up the hill, and has twisted and or broke her ankle, or, you know, twisted her knee, or she's hurt, you know. And, you know, it might be technically prison, but it's also a camp. So there's that balance of, you know, the tough, you know, self-preserving persona that prison makes people have, versus, you know, it's a camp where nonviolent offenders were either in for a short period of time, or people are at the end of their sentence, you know, probably 10 years or less. And, you know, and so there's a certain casualness, it's a lot more laid back than a higher security facility. So anyway, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to go help her. She's not asking for help. And I get it. If I had an injury coming up the hill, if I could physically, anyway, force my body up that hill by myself, I wouldn't ask for help. And that's what she's doing, you know? And I thought, you know, I need to get in there. I need to help her, because this ain't right. So I go down to her, and I say, you know, I try to put my arm around her shoulder. I'm like, all right, come on, I gotcha. And she's kind of shushing me off, you know, shooing me off. You know, no, I'm fine. I said, honey, you're not fine, you know. Let me help you. I'm not, you know, there's no weird motive, you know, I'm not trying to touch a titty or get some free snack cakes. I'm really just trying to do the right thing here. And as we're having this conversation, she's limping, you know, inch by inch up the hill. And I'm continually trying to, like, hold onto her arm or in some way offer physical support. And she's, you know, very, very, you know, respectfully, like, you know, like, just leave me alone, you know, get away from me. What are you doing? You know, people are looking at us, just go, you know. And I'm like, no, you may not want my help, but you're gonna get it, right? So, all the way up the hill, I'm attempting to assist her, which the two of us walking up the hill took every bit of 10-15 minutes at this point. And probably was making a little bit of a scene, even though she was trying to keep her voice down and, you know, be as non-dramatic as possible. But I had on my cape, and I was going to be a hero this day. And so I'm the whole way up the hill, I'm trying to help her, and then we get up the hill, and she's still struggling, you know. But at this point, you know, it's obvious she is not going to accept any assistance from me, and I need to just, you know. So I go about my business, and I get back to the unit. And a little bit later, I notice she's still having mobility issues as she's walking around the unit. I think she was going to or from the TV room. And so I go up to her and I said, "Hun, I know HSU don't really do shit for us, you know, certainly not what they should, but you need to at least get that documented." She looked me dead in my face and very quietly said, you know, that she had some kind of issue with one leg, kind of, I think, being longer or shorter than the other. And basically what it boiled down to was she wasn't hurt at all. This was her normal, you know, and all or most of her adult life, this has been her normal walk, her normal getting around. She wasn't in pain. She wasn't hurt. I was just a jerk who didn't know how to take no for an answer. So, you know, that's one of a few stories that happened on Hallelujah Hill that I'll tell you all about. But that was the only one that particularly involved me just really overestimating, you know, the need for me to save people. So even in prison, right? Because I'm one of those people in the free world, you know, I'm kind of a nurturer and a caretaker. And even in prison, I got myself into some situations trying to be the good guy or the mediator or the hero. And it just, I don't know. I'm working on it with my therapist, you know, a lot going on there. But yeah, so I felt like a complete idiot and a little bit like a stalker for trying to help this person. And, you know, I'm going to leave them nameless because I'm recently home from prison. So, you know, they may see this or their loved ones may see this, and I don't want to be disrespectful in any way because, you know, over the months of living with this person in 2 different units, I got to know them, and very quiet, very humble, you know, just a nice person. And she said some very profound things a couple of times that really stuck with me that I'll later, you know, discuss in later videos too. And I think she did forgive me for being a complete idiot. So, but that's one of my prison stories, you know, the Hallelujah Hill hero. That's who I was, or really I was just the creepy Hallelujah Hill harasser. So, hero or harasser? You know, you tell me. But anywho, if you like this video, please like and share. If you want to share, obviously. Feel free to subscribe. I would much appreciate it. If you want to see new content when it drops, hit the notification bell. Choose all, not custom. If you'd like to support the channel, my Cash App is the money sign and then the Phoenix, spelled like the city, 2020. Yeah, the Phoenix 2020. Same Cash App I had before I went to prison. And as you see, I still do not have control over my original channel back yet. But again, it's a work in motion. So until then, I'll be posting on this channel. And thank you for listening. And every time I think of that story, it just kind of makes me grin at my own just goofiness, my own naivety. But let me know what you think. Do you have a hero or harasser story of your own? So when you try to save somebody who did not need nor want your saving. So anywho, I got to get off here and get to an appointment, folks. But I just wanted to take a few minutes today, drop in. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. No matter what you're going through right now, remember, it is just a slice of your life. You will get through it because you have to. And we're going to get through this because we have to. I mean, obviously. And, you know, whether you're home from prison, heading to prison, have a loved one in prison, might go to prison, I hope that my channel can lift your spirits and offer useful information to make your journey all the better. So, anywho, have a good day, y'all.